Let's start with the General tab and setting up our Stova mobile app. Inside this section here, it is bringing in the information from the registration site, such as the start date and the location. However, when an attendee downloads the app and enters in the passcode to get into this particular registration site, we can adjust what that passcode is. Once you click on Update Information, this means that when my attendees download the Stova container, they will be prompted to enter in this passcode, and it is capital sensitive. The next section under Logins and Permissions, this is where the actual users or the attendees will sync over from the registration site. I will see them listed on this page. Under Mapping, this is where I dictate which category has access to actually use the mobile app. I could apply additional filters here to this, which means I could select a registration field, which I may ask my attendees when they register, do you plan on using the mobile app? Would you like to use it? Would you like to be listed on that mobile app? I may ask those questions during registration, and I could apply those filters to it, which means that those attendees would not be part of the experience of using the mobile app. Under the Permissions section, I can set up this mobile app to be a private app, which means folks will be prompted to enter in 2 fields of data to log in to the mobile app. Those 2 fields are determined inside the registration site under Registrant Rules. Under the Registration Modification Permissions section, the mobile app is looking at these 2 fields to populate into the mobile app. You can use the reference number, which is the registration ID number that folks got when they registered, or you could use a different field. If you wanted to give folks a predetermined second passcode field to make it easier on those attendees, I could add that in as a question on the registration site. I'll add the question, set it up as a text field, make it applicable to all categories, but not visible on the front end. It's only visible to me on the back end. And I can set the default value so that every time somebody registers, this field will automatically populate. If I already have people registered for this event, I can use my mass update function and pre-populate that information via mass update. Now that I've populated that question, under Registrant Rules, I'm going to switch that second field to be that mobile app password and click on Save and Stay. Now, when folks download that mobile app, and it's a private app, they'll be prompted to log in those fields. If I did set this up as a public app, once my attendees select the app by putting in that private code, they would no longer have to log in to the app. This does disable some modules. These modules such as Feed, Chat, Polls, QA and Survey do require my attendees to log in because as they submit that information in these various modules, it is attached to their identity. So there are some modules that would not be available in a public app. Some clients do want a public app because they do not need to keep any information private for their event.